Hey guys, how you doing? Jez Sadler, Full Circle Healing Tarot. How are you? I hope you are well. I hope you're all safe and in areas where you're not affected by all the negativity that's going on at the moment. And if you are in those areas, hopefully you're not impacted greatly by it. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, as we know, with COVID and civil and political unrest and disasters and things like that. So stay safe, guys, as best you can. Social distance is the norm these days, even though we don't like to do it. If you are out and about, please take care to do that where necessary. It's not always necessary to do that, but where it is necessary, please heed the government advice in that regard. Okay, this is going to be a weekend reading. This is for the weekend of the 12th and 13th of September 2020. Almost halfway through September already. Can you believe it? It's amazing. Where has the time gone? Where is it going? Time just flies when you're having so much fun, doesn't it? I'm going to be using the Gregory Scott Tarot today for the main reading. So this is a general reading for all signs, rising, sun signs, rising, moon, Venus, all that, and it's for all who are watching. And if you hear my phone go off in the background, I'm deliberately leaving it on as I'm expecting an important call, which I hope does not come during this reading. However, the other day I did a reading, I had my phone turned off and I missed the calls. I need to have it on, just in case someone, the person I'm expecting calls, so I can answer the phone, which obviously would mean I'd have to restart the reading. But hopefully we'll get through this without any interruption in that regard. So, what do the cards want us to know for the weekend of 12th and 13th of September 2020? What is the energy going to look like? Let's have a look. So we have got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So I'm going to read them both ways round. So I think it's only fair. Right, the Wheel of Fortune, it continues on, you know. Whether it's in reverse or not, this just means when it's in the upright position that it's increased good fortune. When it's in the reversed position, it just means good fortune, but still means good fortune, but perhaps a lesser amount, basically. So still, either way round, it's a good card to have in your reading, you know. And you can see this. So kind of, this is you, I suppose, in the centre. This is all about you, and you've got all this fire and passion that's going on around here. So in this deck you got like heaven and hell, okay, depiction here, and if you believe in that, and that's fair enough. But here you have like the spiritual side of things, and say the manifested, or the earthly kind of things, if you like. Heaven and earth, heaven and hell, and you're in the middle. And I suppose in that sense that's the way we are from a religious point of view, isn't it? We have like the heavenly realm where we want to get to, and we have like the hell kind of situation for many who believe in that. That's where all the bad people go, the evil people go, and so on. I personally no longer believe in that. I used to at one time, but I stopped believing it. Because I mean, I was brought up as a Christian, so yeah, I believed all the stories when I was younger and growing up. And later on, I did some other religious studies, and I found out that hell basically is just a grave. It's just the way they interpreted the Greek word for grave, you know. So I don't believe, I don't believe that we get tormented as souls, you know, forever and ever and ever if we do something bad. The same as I don't believe that if we're supposedly good, we get judged and go to a heaven-like realm where we spend the rest of our eternity or whatever, you know, eating grapes and walking streets of milk and honey and gold paved streets and all that. Now, this is what we are. We are spiritual beings, you know, and these are the experiences that perhaps that we choose, you know, as a spiritual being in a human existence, as they say. And this is us in the human existence. So perhaps we choose a path as a spiritual being to experience the more negative side of life. So we have this kind of situation. It doesn't mean to say there are no negative forces out there. There's not mean to say that all the forces that are in the spiritual realm are positive. Some are obviously negative. You do have those dark forces out there, but they're not so prevalent as some maybe like to think or feel. They don't need to be, because a little bit of negative can go a long way. And as an example, if you take a pot of paint that's white and put a drop of black paint in it, you know, it changes the colour completely. It turns it grey or whatever, you know, and you cannot get it back to the pure white again. So a little bit of negative can go a long way. And with this Wheel of Fortune, if you are focusing on the negative, a little bit of negative, as I said, can affect your, you know, go a long way, can affect your fortune as well. So this is in reverse today. So perhaps the more prevalent thoughts that you're having are of a negative nature. However, you're still getting good fortune. You're still getting, you know, what you want out of life. Maybe not as fast as you would like. Okay, maybe not as or in the amount that you would like. You know, because good fortune is still good fortune, but in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune could just mean that it's in a lesser amount. You have also got the Lover's card. This is in reverse as well, but in this deck you see them walking towards a precipice. You know, they're so madly in love with each other, so lost in themselves. And you see the Cupid here trying to warn them, and they're warning them, oh, watch where you're going, watch where you're going, you know, get your head out your phone. That kind of situation, you know, because you're going to walk off the cliff, you know. So this is the Choice card as well, as it's known in the past. And you have the choice of direction where you want to go. So this is in reverse today. So with the Lover's card, you still have that strong bond, and it's made even stronger because you're walking away from any precipitous moments or events which could damage your relationship. Okay, so you're heeding the warning, so to speak. Okay, so this is over the weekend, but isn't it so? And then we have the Page of Swords, and we have him here in this particular deck. He seems to have like a wand or something, some kind of lamp shining onto his desk. It looks like one of those, well, colour wise, like a Tiffany lamp, doesn't it? But it's not. I mean, he's got this kind of spiritual lamp, and he's had like an epiphany, and he's got this sword in his hand, kind of thing. It's bit difficult to I'm not sure whether that's a sword or that's like a wand kind of thing. And he's the page, you know, he's just learning. Now there's the sword there, look, there's the sword lying on the desk. So he's got this lamp candle kind of situation. That's a candelabra, well, not candelabra, a candlestick holder, isn't it? It's a candlestick, and that's the candle he's putting into it. But he's got like a spiritual element there, you know, and he's learning. But normally the Page of Swords is someone with a message, like an inspirational message. It could be an inspiring thought that comes into your mind and pushes you forward into action. You know, you have this aha moment kind of situation. Whether this is in reverse today, so there's no aha moment as such, but perhaps you've already received that, and because you've made your choice, and you know your Wheel of Fortune is still there for you, and then this is a kind of situation where you're already starting to take action. You've gone beyond the page. You're moving on towards the knight, I suppose, in that sense. You know, you're no longer the messenger. You're the person receiving the message. You know, so you don't have to wait for someone else to come in and tell you what you're going to be doing. You know exactly what you're going to be doing. Okay, so that's the reading in general. What I'd like to do now is to pull a few cards to clarify these. Why are they here? Whoops, I don't want all them cards, thank you very much. This is the Waite deck. It's a bit holographic, as you'll see in a moment. So, why is the Wheel of Fortune here, especially in reverse? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here, please? Thank you. We have Justice. You can see how holographic that is. I don't know if you can see that, but normally if you shine a light through it, it shines through from the back. But yeah, you got Justice, and that's being judgmental, isn't it? That's the kind of situation that has a legal overtone, perhaps. Let's see what I get from that. You have red. The judge here is wearing red robes. Normally, if it was bad justice, you know, say negative justice or judgment, severe judgment, he'd be wearing black, wouldn't he? But this is a judge that's ruling from the heart, perhaps. You know, so things have been looked at, and the universe has judged that you need to slow down, perhaps, is what I'm getting. That you're still getting what you want, but perhaps you need to show more gratitude for what you're getting. Then you'll get an increased abundance of that. Okay, so let's see what else. Why have we got the Lovers here in reverse, please? Why have we got the Lovers here? Ooh. So which one do I take? None of these. I put them back in the pack, I'm being told. Right, so why is the Lovers here? Card, please, for the Lovers. Right, okay. So you got a Five of Wands. So play fighting. Got these guys here with staves, as I call them, not wands. A single one's a staff, and the multiple is called a stave. So that play fighting here, practicing kind of thing, practicing their craft. So it's a minor conflict kind of situation, isn't it? It's nothing serious. So with the Lovers in mind, perhaps that's something like Lover's Tiff or something like that. Or if it's not like a romantic relationship, it could be friends or family that have a little disagreement with, but it's nothing long lasting. It's here and gone tomorrow kind of thing. Here today, gone tomorrow kind of situation. So there might be something over the weekend, maybe words said that are regretted later, and you get judged on that. You know, you get judged on that by the universe. So perhaps you need to watch your P's and Q's, especially if you've had a drink or two. There you go, there's a nice little rhyme. So, why is the Page of Swords here, please? Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here in reverse? Strength. You have strength, the Strength card for the Page of Swords. So you have the strength to deal with this situation in a good and wise and sincere way, in a sympathetic way, in a sensitive way. You know, you have the Lion here. Has been shown a lot of love by the lady here. Got the infinity symbol above her head, so she knows what to do. She has that power, and she has that control over the lion because she shows it a lot of love and affection. And that's how you're going to get out of this particular sticky situation that may crop up over the weekend, whether it's with a personal relationship or whether it's a relationship with friends or family. I think it is all. It could even be a work relationship. It's definitely a relationship of some kind. You know, there may be some kind of minor disagreement. This is in the middle, so this is like the general energy, if you like. You know, and this could be Saturday, Sunday, whichever way you want to put it. It could be Saturday, Sunday. You know, you choose. But you're going to have the power and the strength and the wisdom and the sensitivity to be able to diffuse the situation, whatever it happens to be. Okay, so that's that. So what I'd like to do now is use the Chakra Wisdom cards. Chakra Wisdom cards to pull just for the overall kind of energy for the weekend. Just pull a couple of cards just to give you an idea of the overall energy for the weekend. What does the universe like us to know? We have soulmate. Okay, so for some of you this could well be a little tiff, a lover's tiff, you know. However, it's not going to be anything that's dangerous, you know. It's not going to be prolonged or anything like that. It's like I say, here today, gone tomorrow. So you have the soulmate energy. For some of you, what I'm getting now is you may meet your soulmate over the weekend, or have contact with your soulmate over the weekend, but for some reason it doesn't sit well with you. Perhaps they're not what you expected. Perhaps they're in a form or a shape that you kind of not attracted to. Your soulmates, obviously past lives, you know, lovers from the past life and stuff like that. And they could be in this life, if they're attracted to you in this life, they could be a different culture, different colour, different body shape, different gender, different age group. Okay? And this might not, so your soulmate may come in and it may not sit well with you. However, you realise the situation and it gets resolved. So you get together with your soulmate. It may kind of temporarily annoy you a little bit. Oh, what the heck, you know, this is supposed to be my soulmate, you know, look at them, you know, they need to lose a bit of weight, or they need to put on weight, or, you know, why does it have to be that culture? You know, forget all that, it doesn't matter. Humans are humans. All energy is energy. You know, so if it's soulmate, accept straight away. No mess tins, as we used to say in the army. No mess tins. Accept it straight away. So what else does the universe like us to know, would like us to know for this weekend? This weekend of 12th to 13th of September. What else do we need to know? Discovery. So when you accept that, you'll discover something new about yourself. That's what I'm getting. You'll discover something really valuable about yourself, which will turn this Wheel of Fortune card round the right way, and you'll start receiving the abundance of good fortune that you were expecting or hoping for, being setting your attention for. You're having some good fortune, but once you accept and discover yourself, who you really are, you know, that wheel starts turning more in your favour. So many people say, oh, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse means you're losing out. No, you're not, because the Wheel of Fortune is still turning. Okay? It just means you get less of what you're wanting. That's all it means. That's my interpretation of it anyway. And in fact, I'm not alone, because that's the A.E. Waite interpretation, which I've learned recently. You know, that's the original interpretation of the Wheel of Fortune. It doesn't mean misfortune. It means just a slowing down, if you like, of the good fortune that you've been receiving. So you can turn that around. You can avoid the conflict, and you know, you can turn the Lover's card around as well, and then also you have that inspired thought which helps you to do that. So you can turn things around this weekend should you desire to do so, which I'm pretty sure you will, because of your soulmate energy coming in, and you make a big discovery about yourself, and perhaps about the person who is your soulmate. You know, you get to know them. You know, what are they gonna, what kind of thing are they gonna bring to the table? You don't know that until you start speaking with them, until you start communicating and getting together with them. You know, it opens up a whole new vista, a whole new world. You know, but certainly that's on the cards as well, to recreate the lovers, if you like, however, without walking off the precipice, right? You don't need to do that anymore. Okay guys, that is your reading for the weekend. That's what I get for you. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and if you did, I ask please that give me some feedback on that. And there's loads of other ways you can support me as well, by, you know, hitting the like, subscribing and dinging the bell if you're new here, and if you've come back as a subscriber, I thank you so much for your support. And there's other ways you can support me in the description as well, should you wish to do so. Once again, guys, thank you for watching, and wish you all a wonderful, super fun weekend. And until next time, Namaste.